People, what up? Yo, check it out. It's another Thursday night. We back at it. The B-Line Entertainment is back in the building. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you haven't already, please head on over to YouTube and like and share and subscribe to the channel, man. You know you got to do that so you can keep watching us and you can keep following us. Yo, this is Thursday. This is the show that we host on Thursday, and boy, do we got a great show for you. On our first night back, we have a watch list episode. If you guys don't know what a watch list episode is, it means we've been watching stuff, and we're going to tell you about it. We're even going to rate it for you, so we can tell you to look out for it or to skip on past it. But we also got a top 5 for you here tonight, and a lot of interesting conversations. We're starting some hot takes on some things that you may be interested in. So definitely stay tuned, because right now we got to talk about some things that we do here at the B-Line Entertainment LLC. And then we're going to get right to the show. Let's go. People, check it out. It's me, Brian B, here to introduce the B-Line Entertainment LLC.com. That's right. We got a whole supply of options for you. If you're doing video editing, if you need logos for your business, you got that. If you want to watch the shows that we host here on the network, the B-Line Web Show, the B-Line Entertainment Show, and Straight Through the Ropes Wrestle Talk with the STR Nation, we got that too. Join us, buy the merch, and check out the B-Line Entertainment LLC.com. Let's go! Back at it, guys. Check it out, man. Yo, guys, thank you so much for following and all the support you have been giving the show. If you don't know, we are looking to get 10 subscribers every single episode of shows that we do here on the network. So please go ahead and head on over to YouTube. Definitely click subscribe. Make sure you follow us on TikTok, on Facebook, wherever you host your social media, or whatever you do with social media. You can also check us out at the B-Line Entertainment LLC. That's where the website is. It's got all the stuff we do. In fact, you can watch all of the shows there that we host every single week. And you can also get different services, editing services, branding services, if you want any kind of marketing done. Yeah, we do a lot of stuff. We got to work, right? Got to work. But listen, I'm not alone. I'm not the only person who hosts this show. I got a co-host with me. And we got a lot to talk about because we are back for the first time in a little while. And that's my man, Kyle. Hey, what up, Kyle?
What's going on, man? What's going on?
How you feel, bro? You feeling better?
I am feeling about 90 to 95% better tonight.
That's good.
What I mean? Yeah,
good number.
I can breathe. I'm not coughing as much. You know what I mean? So I'm good.
Glad to hear, bro. Glad to hear. 6, 7. Oh man, what up? Hey, look, I appreciate the comments, guys. Feel free to jump into the comments and definitely join the conversation, especially tonight. We're gonna have a lot of opinions on different shows and different movies and stuff like that we watching, so definitely feel free to jump into the comment section. 6, 7. I did a video, man. I thought it was gonna blow up. I'm trying to get my viral video. Y'all been noticing out there? I've been trying to get my viral video lately, yo. I'm gonna find it. I'm gonna find it. I'm gonna find it. But
Hey, at least you don't do anything like too crazy.
yeah, yeah. You ain't gonna see me. I'm not doing no. I'm not chasing fame that hard. You can forget about it. I ain't pouring cereal and milk all over my head and messing with people's wives. I ain't doing all that crazy shit. I ain't in it. But Kyle, man, what's going on, bro? It is Thursday. It is the ENT show. I feel real good. Anything new?
I just got some bad news.
Bad news is never that good.
It's in the world of entertainment, man. It's not
okay.
It's not okay. So remember that last Ronin TMNT movie that they were hyping up?
Yeah. I heard it.
It just got shelved, dude. The heck.
Yeah, but the good news is, and I'm gonna be honest, I'm not too mad at it. Because the last Ronin movie would have been, phenomenal. It would have been a little bit more edgy for sure. I personally don't know if they knew even what the hell they were going to do with that. But
it seemed like only one person really knew what they wanted to do, and then everybody else was like, "Oh, okay," But
that would have been a hell of a thing to go after. I think it also would have captured a audience of people that may not have been as connected as with all four turtles. You know what I'm saying? It might have been a good idea, especially in this realm, and that's actually one of the hot topics that we're going to get to in a minute here. But they are doing a new live action Turtles. Yeah. So I'm for it. I'm all for it, bro. Like I think we've said a couple times on the show itself, like I would love a little bit edgier Ninja Turtles movie, but they did compare it to Sonic.
They said that they wanted to Sonicify the form because Sonic's making them money.
Sonic is incredible.
Sonic, like the Sonic franchise, as crazy as interesting as it's been, you know what I mean? Yeah. Since 2019 on, it's been making them money. So
Sonic is really good, man. Especially the second one. The second one was phenomenal. The third one, kind of fell off a little bit. I ain't gonna lie.
Just a little bit, but because they were trying to do a lot. But you know what? Introduction of Shadow. Yeah. Shadow and Knuckles has become like one of my favorite characters as far as the live action movies.
Live action one?
Because Idris Elba just seems like he's having a heck of a time just playing Knuckles.
Yeah, it's interesting, but I did see that. We're definitely going to talk. That's going to be one of the episodes that we got coming up. Guys, let me go ahead and say it at the beginning. We do have, of course, it's the holidays, man. So we're definitely going to have, talking about holiday movies. Movies we watch every year. We'll have a couple of fun with some top fives. We're definitely going to have a food episode. That's going to be coming. That may be coming next week. Actually, we're going to talk about different foods that we like to eat. And we usually do this. I think we did it last year too, but let's see if anything changed. To see if anything got added to the list. I think I got a couple of things that got added to my my skills and Thanksgiving meals and stuff like that. So
word. You throw them down in the kitchen.
Listen, your boy Brian V. I know how to put some shit down, yo. I discovered a couple of things that add to the meal, like things that we gonna talk about it next week. So join us next week. But first, listen, we all here this week. And Kyle, I know we just did the web show together, so you experienced one of the new things we're doing here at the B-Line Entertainment LLC. We're gonna start having hot takes or hot topics, however you want to call it, on every show. So we've done it with the web show on Tuesday. We've done it with the wrestling show yesterday, which was a really big success. It was really good. Great conversation starters. But we're gonna do it today with the entertainment show. So check it out. We have 3 hot takes that we're going to do, and this is the ENT hot takes, baby. So, number 1, Kyle, this is something that we have talked about in the past, but I'm interested in the conversation again because I feel like it still needs to be discussed. So, tell me what you think. What can, and I spelled it wrong, what can bring interest back to movies? Now, just to clear it up for everybody, let's clarify. Now, feel free to jump in the comments and answer this question as well. I heard somebody say, "Hey, Avengers: Doomsday, Marvel, one of the biggest juggernauts of the movie industry for the last damn near 15 years."
Yeah,
it's been a while. Avengers: Doomsday is coming out this year, this 2026. It's on its way. It's a lot of talk, a lot of movies around it, and it looks pretty good. It looks pretty good, but I did hear somebody say, "Hey, I'm not that interested. I'm not that excited about it anymore." When Infinity War and everything was coming out, I was super amped up. I couldn't wait. But now, just like, all right, whatever.
Yeah.
And I don't think that's just Marvel movies. Can you really think of like the last couple times that you've actually really, really been excited about some movies coming out? I mean, I'm going to the theaters to watch this. I can't wait. I haven't said that in so long.
You know.
So let's talk about it.
As far as like big title, you know what it is, because it just seems like everybody's just doing it to chase the bag. They're not doing it to make the movie. They're not doing it to make the art. They're just doing it to chase the money.
I agree.
I
fully agree.
And Marvel's no exception. And in Marvel's case, you had the movie, then you had the TV shows. You had the movie, then you had the TV show. You had like 3 movies coming out in a year and then it became movie, TV show, movie, TV show, movie, TV show all in the same year.
Yeah.
And then because of the sagas and the fact that stuff was connected, people were wondering, do I have to watch this in order to enjoy this? And then bringing new people into it was like, okay, so when did this happen? You know, it was too.
Yeah, it was a lot of variations. Yeah. But at the same time, it's like, even with just Marvel, like I said, like, that was like the thought that I had behind it. Because we have had this discussion how, the movie theater industry and stuff like that are like, it's kind of dying, man. There's not a lot of stuff that's keeping people engaged in the same way, I feel, that it used to. Like, it used to be an experience. It used to be something. Now you don't want to get off your couch. There's not much that's coming out. And like you said, and even people have said this too, like people in the industry. Like, yo, listen, we got some moron in the comment section over here.
You know what?
6'7".
You know what? All right.
Don't curse us, all right?
Go right ahead with the 6'7" thing, because either way, the algorithm can't tell. So
there you go. Yeah, have fun. Yeah, keep commenting. Thank you for your comments. But yeah, so I'm interested in. Like I was saying, they had somebody come out and say that they don't make movies for like thought-provoking anymore. They try to make them direct so you don't have to. And there's times where I literally can, see a movie just step by step by step by step. It's not like a process where you got to think it out or, whoa, what's going on? What's happening? I'm trying to get the picture. You don't piece it together no more because they just fucking throw it at you. Like you can't. It's crazy, man.
Yeah, that's exactly it. I'm even hearing some actors say that the scripts that they're getting, right?
Good. Keep doing it.
Hey, do your thing.
Yeah, go ahead.
I'm not even mad. But
yeah, sure.
But no, that's a good point, because even I'm seeing some actors say that even some of their scripts they're getting, right? Like some of the scripts they're getting are becoming more simplified.
Yeah.
So because they know, especially if you're on a streaming service. Now they said this about Netflix especially. They have scripts for movies so people can know what's going on while they're looking at their phone, because they know they're probably doing other stuff. So it's like
that is what they said. Yeah, you're right. Yeah. You're absolutely right. Yeah, I mean, and I think I saw another conversation about short form content.
Yeah, that
is kind of causing people to not have as much interest in things that they have to kind of sit back and think about and really be a part of to literally enjoy.
Yeah.
And it does kind of suck, man. It does. It takes a lot of character away from movies and film. It takes a lot of character away from some TV shows. It also takes a lot of character away from the actual actors, because they're so unbelievable. Because it's just like everything is just dun dun dun. What happened? Where'd he go? Oh, he went over there. Let's go over there. Oh, he's right here. And I'm like, damn. The movie's fucking over before you even get a chance to like really enjoy it.
Yeah.
But also, this was another thing, like on this topic, like we're also going to, just to explain, hot takes are going to, they're definitely going to not be too long. We're not going to dive too long on the topic, but we're going to get through all three at a reasonable time. But Also, like this, man, I know we talked about these before, but like things like movie buckets, having dinner in theaters, like, having more comfortable chairs and different things is definitely going to engage the experience again from when
Yep.
you're going to the movies. Like, it's
Mhm.
definitely something to do. My wife was over here telling me because she wants to go see that new Now You See Me movie or whatever.
Okay.
And
I
I
was a
never
fan of
saw it.
I was a fan of the first one. I like the first
Yeah.
one, actually.
I never
Yeah.
saw any of them before, but I'm definitely interested in maybe going there and checking it out again.
Mhm.
Hi, Ask Siri, 112. Man, we got like robots in the thing. But yo, listen, I'm just glad people are commenting, so I can't even say anything.
Isn't that
Please,
basically where we are
Speed,
right
I
now?
need this. My mom is kind of homeless. I live with my dad. I'm trying to help her out. Yo, the comments are literally talking to each other, so I'm really glad about that. But
Mhm.
listen, there's 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 a lot of stuff with movies that I think they can do, and I think if they would just put a little bit more dialogue, that would be my take on it. Like, put a little more dialogue into a damn movie, so it's not rushed, and I don't feel like I'll never need to watch the shit again. Like, I want to enjoy movies, yo.
Yeah, I wanna think about what I'm watching.
Yeah, for
You know
real.
what I mean?
Yeah, definitely.
Like
Like,
something.
just like a book.
Yeah, I don't like personally. I don't like the term "turn off your brain."
Mm.
I
Yeah.
never did. Like, no offense to those who do. Like, if you wouldn't just watch a straight up action flick just to watch a straight up action flick,
Yeah.
okay, that's fine. That's what the Bay Transformers are for, or Fast and Furious. But at the same
Definitely.
time, I do like both those franchises. So I can't even front. You know?
Well, yeah, I definitely feel you, bro. And I think it was interesting, like, at least place of conversation because once again, it's stuff that I love, man. I love movies. I love being entertained by them, and I love the business of it as well. Like, I'm trying to, get into it now as I'm getting older.
Yep.
But yeah, really, we're gonna jump into the hot take. Sorry, guys, I'm also checking the comments because the comments are very engaging tonight, and I'm glad to have everybody be a part of the show, so I appreciate it. But
Mm,
yo, the next hot take we're gonna jump into, and this is gonna be something that hopefully you guys can jump in and be a part of that.
yep.
Is gaming becoming less popular?
Hmm.
Now, let me I'm gonna describe my headspace and then let you kind of give your piece, bro.
Hmm.
Gaming is something that has been around for a really long time, man. There's
Oh yeah.
documentaries on it. There's, advancements, of course.
Hmm.
And we've been sitting at PlayStation and Xbox for a while. But
Yep.
now you're starting to get into different forms of it. Of course, PC. But
Yep.
now you got like streaming services. You have the Stream Box. You literally can go on Netflix and play mobile games and different
Mhm.
things like that on Netflix and different streaming services. But even though you can do all of that, when it comes to gaming, when it comes to people getting on Twitch, when it comes to people doing all this, it seems like now a lot more people are just getting on and talking and kind of like sharing their life, whether it be vlogging or whatever, with the world, whether it be Kai Cenat, whether it be you see even I Show Speed, like he started off, Mr. B started off with Minecraft, like gaming used to be a big thing that used to grow a lot of attention. But
Yeah.
now it seems like all the services that are used for gaming, you still have people playing, but I feel like people are more watching for the person rather than getting into the games. Am I
Or
wrong, or is it making some sense?
it's making some sense because you also have like the content of like they'll have a short form video over here and they'll have footage of some random gameplay over here and they have
Yeah.
nothing to do with each other.
Yeah.
It's just for the optics. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? You'll have a full on like my little brother was doing this. He was a big he was a big gamer. He would do this all the time. He would watch somebody play Minecraft
Yeah.
and while they're telling a story about their life or somebody's in a radio interview or something like that, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Oh yeah. I love that. I think that's perfect. It gives you the ability to show off your character.
Yeah.
But just like everything else, it starts to get drowned out to where I also used to like actually watching you play the game. It's
Same.
cool to talk, and I'm interested in the conversation as well. Like don't take that anywhere. But when Resident Evil 7, that was the last game that I remember came out, and it was like it went right to the VR. And it was the first scary Resident Evil game that you could play with virtual reality. And I remember watching people on it, and I was fucking captivated, bro. Like to this day, I still get on YouTube and watch speed runs of old video games that I played that I could barely beat when I was younger, and now people are beating the shit in 45 minutes, and I'm like, damn. Like,
I saw somebody dominate Super Mario 64 in like less. They knew every glitch. Yeah. They knew how to get through the walls. They knew everything. I was jealous.
Yo, it's crazy. Do you know how long people sit there and play those damn games to know how many times that they play those games to know how to do it that well? That shit is crazy, bro.
I respect them for that if that's them actually doing it, because some have been called out in the speed running community. They've been called out for cheating. And I'm like, really? I
can imagine.
Yeah. I'm like, how do you cheat? And they figure out ways. And it's like,
they playing a video the whole time and shit.
Right.
Trying to make it look like they're actually playing, but
exactly. Some got caught out for that.
That's funny, bro. That's crazy. I never knew that. But I mean, when it comes to me, it's hard for me to answer this question because I always consider myself as a gamer, yo. I've loved video games forever. My first console was Sega Genesis. And from there on, it was just like, went to the Super Nintendo. I went to all the different game consoles, and all the way up to now. I got to play PS5. I play every now and then, but now it's like I feel like I'm so busy. I have so much to do. I feel like I'm wasting time when I'm playing games now. So it's hard for me to engage. And also another thing, games also take a while, man. Like it's a lot of story. It's a lot of dialogue. It's almost the opposite of what we were talking about with movies. So if I'm playing a game and I'm trying to challenge myself and I have it on hard or I have it on just like, moderate or whatever, it'll take you a couple fucking days, man, because I'll try to sit down and really play every now and then, and I got so many games on my damn storage that I've started and never went back to. And great games, but I just don't find it as popular anymore. I don't see a lot of people talking about it anymore on like social media. I see a lot of people playing retro games, but they're not really like discussing like new games that are coming out. I find out about new games like every now and then, but before I felt like it was way more popular. Game Informer, tournaments, like there was a lot of shit going on, bro.
I think you're 100% right about that. Now, I have been out of the gaming space for a long time, and part of it was because it was frustration with me not like being able to, like taking forever to beat some games, and then after a while, it was like I saw how the gaming space was changing, and I wasn't really down for it. Like every other game wasn't finished. Like they would charge you $50, $60, $70, and then the rest of it would all be DLC. And I'm like,
for real?
Hold up, hold up. What you mean the rest of it is DLC? How come I couldn't just get the full freaking game that I spent time going to GameStop? You're putting that freaking down payment on. You know what I mean?
I'm telling you, bro.
You know what I'm saying?
Bullshit, man.
And then I sound like an old man. I remember when things were like $40 and I had a full game. That's how.
Kyle, you're not lying and you're not wrong, because I was watching King of Queens the other day, and it was a part where Doug was opening a CD. They were trying to make like a joke about how you used to get a CD. And, they have the plastic over the CD. And then after you get the plastic off, then there's still that sticker at the top of the CD case that you got to peel off. And I was getting nostalgic because I was like, oh, man, I remember getting the PlayStation game. Yes. And then you get the PlayStation game and you couldn't wait to get that bitch home. You rip the plastic off, you take the sticker off, you open it up, and you get the disc out and you playing your game. That fast. But then I was thinking about it now, and I'm like, damn, I don't even get discs anymore. I haven't bought a disc-based game at, I don't know, 10, 15 years. Like, it's been so long ago, but you do miss that. You miss just those small things, like having it in your hand and opening it and the excitement of opening it.
Like actually owning it.
And owning it, yeah.
We don't own nothing anymore. That's another thing. We don't own jack anymore. Like they've made it so everything.
I farted 2656 says chicken wings. All right, I'm gonna raise your chicken wings, and I'm gonna say cranberry sauce. There you go.
Egg rolls.
Yeah, there you go. Egg rolls.
but yeah, you don't really own what you're buying, what you're paying for anymore. Like
Yeah.
and they've made it so. Like I want to get back into games, but I wanted to get a Steam Deck to get a lot of these indie games, because a lot
Yeah.
of these indie games made me feel like I was a kid again. Not to
Yeah.
not to mention, my girlfriend's a gamer, right?
Okay.
And watching her dominate one of her favorite games. She's a Donkey Kong. She's a Donkey Kong fan, right?
Got you. Okay.
And one day she came over and I put on my Super Nintendo Mini, and she dominated Donkey Kong Country, and I'm like, that's hot.
Yeah.
That's hot.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
seeing her so happy and everything. I'm like, I want to play games with her. I haven't played any
I
games
love
with
games, bro.
I haven't played any of the games with my friends, and then I see all these nice deals for games that actually look really cool. But
Yeah.
a lot of them are on Steam. So and now Steam, they're getting into the console game. They got a new
Yeah.
they got a Steam machine coming out, and that's basically a portable PC.
Yeah.
I'm like,
Yeah.
okay. I'm down with that, but then I'm like, what's the price tag gonna be? Don't hurt me.
Oh
Don't
yeah,
hurt
no,
me.
it's always gonna be, bro. But it is expensive to get into some of this stuff. That's gonna be something. I mean, it's just one of the things you kind of
Hobby
gotta.
gets expensive, yeah.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
hobby definitely gets expensive. But like you said, I'm not. I've never really been too into the streaming. Games. The only thing I do now is I stream on, like, whether it be the PlayStation Store, or I buy the Game Pass or whatever for Xbox, and I'll be able to go back and play shit that I played in high school or whatever.
Yeah.
But I do like the fact that they have those, like, modded systems where you
The
can go and
modded
play
systems.
every Sega game or every Nintendo game and all that shit or whatever that ever existed.
Yo, these
And
modders, man, they
Bro.
from a different planet, bro.
I love that shit, man. I love that shit.
I love watching them do it. Like, man,
Yeah.
and seeing how they get these games, like some exclusive stuff that we never got over here,
Yeah.
or a bunch of stuff that was on a PlayStation. Now you're playing it on what looks like a old school Game Boy,
Yeah.
just
I
modded
love
on
that
HD
shit.
and give it. I'm like, I love it, absolutely.
It's a lot of fun. So I mean, I guess to hit the take, I mean, is gaming becoming less popular? I guess not, but it just seems like it's more in its own community.
Yeah.
Like, it's not as regulated as it used to. And this is just my opinion. Like, I feel like it's not as regulated as it used to. Like, video games used to be like a big deal, man. But kids nowadays, like, even my son, bro, I bought him. He's had an Xbox, he's had a PlayStation, he's had everything, and I'm even trying to see if I can get him his own PS5. But he doesn't play it. He doesn't play the shit. Even when he had the system in his room, he literally will take a controller and play on his phone. He plays on his phone. It's all he
On his
fucking plays
phone.
on the
his
phone.
phone.
So it's just, I guess it's just a different era. It's not the consoles anymore. It's literally the stream and the Steam and all that shit or whatever.
Well, also we got the phone, and everything is keeping our attention in different, in so many different ways. The phone has taken over. You know what I mean?
It has.
The phone, the tablets, all these extra screens have taken over.
That's right. They definitely have. But all right, man, this is our last ENT hot takes, as well as our very first one that we've ever had on the show. I think it's going great. It's a great conversation starter. But this is the one that I've been wanting to talk about for a while, and yeah, we definitely gonna stay too long on this one. But Arnold Schwarzenegger, he is. Wait a minute. Let's do it the right way. Arnold Schwarzenegger, he is the GOAT of action movies. And I would love anybody in the comments, Kyle, we can debate. I feel like Arnold Schwarzenegger has done more in his life to solidify the fact that he is the GOAT. All right, and it's up for debate.
Of action movies. Well, like.
Of action movies. I'll be back. Take off the whole fucking cop center or whatever. I was just rewatching Terminator, man, and every now and then I throw it on because Terminator 2, legendary movie. I mean, to this day, some of the greatest movies of all time. Now, you have a lot of action movies, yo. You have plenty of people. Sylvester Stallone. Even, movies that we're going to talk about today, like, some on the watch list. You got John Wick. You have Bad Boys. You have, like, there's a lot of different action movies, and there's a lot of great action movie stars. Yep. But let me be real, bro. Is anybody hitting like Arnold was hitting in the 80s and the 90s, yo? Think about it. From Terminator to Running Man to Raw Deal to Commando. One of my favorite what's it called of all time, Commando. And that's just the action movies. Like, don't forget, he still was doing comedies. Jingle All the Way, one of my favorite holiday movies of all time.
Yeah.
Come on, bro. Yo, he the GOAT, bro. Yeah. Who else did it?
It was him. It was Stallone. It was Van Damme. It was
Put that cookie down. No.
Oh.
Put that cookie down. Stop it.
Yeah.
I love Jingle All the Way, bro. I can't wait to do our holiday movie.
Oh my god! I think me and Babe, we got it on our list. We got a bunch of movies we're getting through. I think we might have that one on our list. Hey Babe, can you check if it's not on the list? Please add it.
Yeah, Jingle All the Way is one you have to watch every single year, bro. But my point is, I was really thinking about this like before because I was gonna put together a list of just like action heroes, like do a top 10 maybe. And I can't think of anybody who's touching Arnold. You got Bruce Willis.
You got Bruce Willis.
Jason Statham.
Jason Statham.
Keanu Reeves. He's up there. Will Smith is up there.
Will Smith. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, there's a bunch. Of course, Sylvester Stallone. Who else? There's a lot, bro. We're not even touching the surface. I mean, if you want to, throw what's it called in the kung fu movies and stuff, Jackie Chan. Michael Jai White. There's a lot of guys you could throw into the action, movie picture. Chuck Norris,
Chuck Norris. You can't
Bruce.
What's
his name? Bronson. What the fuck is his name? Death Wish. Charles Bronson. Charles Bronson. Yeah. So there's a lot of guys in that category, but I can't think anybody touching Arnold. Yeah. Arnold's a GOAT, bro.
When you think of, especially when you think of eras.
Yeah.
When you think of eras, the 80s and early 90s, that was Arnold. That was Arnold. Stallone. That was those guys.
Yeah. Rambo.
Yeah. You had all of that. We wouldn't get them all together in a movie until Expendables.
Expendables to this day is one of the top action films. When it comes to just pure action, that shit is phenomenal, bro.
Because that was the equivalent of having all your toys in a toy box and just dump them all out.
That's
and just coming out with the most bizarre, just ridiculous, violent stuff you can come up with. That's what that was.
It was amazing, bro. It was amazing. But that's my last hot take of the night. But I mean, we're gonna have more of those. I really enjoy them. I hope you guys enjoy them as well. I think they're fun, especially just to kick off the show and kind of have some stuff to talk about. But before it gets too late, because we already 30 minutes in, we are going to talk about. I gotta find it because I got a whole bunch of crap here. The Watch List. That's right, we got the watch list. And today on the watch list, we have a bunch of shows and movies that we're going to talk about, and we're also going to rate. And I know, Kyle, you have some. And so we're going to go ahead and just kick this thing off right in the door. And I'm going to start here because this is one of my favorite ones that's going on right now. Welcome to DERY, yo. Now, listen, this came on. And I remember when it was getting announced, and I also remember this. A lot of people were throwing a lot of hate, just like everything else. You can't come out with jack shit without people, it's not going to be good because I already saw this already, and they're already saying they're not going to do it in this way, so I don't really like it already. And you haven't even seen a commercial yet, but you're hating that much on the shit. But when I tell you, This is already 4 episodes in, and I'm hooked. I'm hooked, bro. It's legit good. It's got a great story. It's telling a great story so far. And I am all for it. Now, Kyle, I know you're not the biggest horror fan, but have you heard of this, or has
Yes, I
Ty
have.
talked about it?
Yeah, yes, I have heard about it. I have heard about it. I was hearing about it before it even dropped.
Yeah.
Because when they, you know me, I get notified for for like movies and entertainment stuff. So I heard about this. I heard about this before it dropped. I'm like, oh, this is because it reminds me of like, because the original It film was a TV film, right? Like,
TV series kind of.
So that's what, the short series, right? So that's what it kind of reminded. That's what it kind of reminded me of. And I'm like, but wait, it already has 2 hit films, and then they go into the TV space. Yeah. Okay, you do your thing. Stephen King is like sign and check,
racking it up. But it's good. That's the thing. When we talk about movies and how movies are and stuff like that, I feel like TV shows have like taken the place of movies, because
in a way, yeah.
Yeah, because listen, another thing that I was doing, and I'm not going to jump away from it yet, but another thing I rewatched because it's coming back on, and I cannot fucking wait in a couple weeks for Stranger Things. And I rewatched Stranger Things from episode 1 all the way to as a matter of fact, right before the show, I just finished up the last episode again. And when I tell you, that show is so damn good, bro. It's so good. So much emotion, so many like twists and turns, and they just keep picking up, and it gets better than before every season, better than the last one. And I can't wait to see what they do with this next season, to see how they kind of close it off, because the shows have been so good. And I'm also seeing that a lot of these origin stories for these shows and things like that are actually getting really good. And that's what this is. It's literally telling the story of where it comes from. It's giving a lot more dialogue with it. It's giving visuals with it. So if you read the book and you know the universe, like, they're already hinting at like what's going on, and kind of like searching for, Pennywise or whatever they think he is. They don't really know. So it's really fucking good, bro. It's definitely worth the watch.
So 11 versus Pennywise, who's coming out on top?
Listen, what's his name? The guy was Winwolf or whatever his name is. Mike from Stranger Things. Yeah. He came out and said it was not 11 versus Pennywise. He said Vecna versus Pennywise.
Vecna.
And he said Vecna would beat Pennywise. So I would have to say, if L can beat Vecna, then L beats Pennywise. But I mean, I don't think we'll know until we see the last season of Stranger Things, at least the limit to L's powers. And then we can go ahead and revisit. But me personally, I think Pennywise is stronger, because Pennywise is like a supreme being. Like, he's not even a thing. He's like, energy or whatever. He's like personification of evil. So I would say Pennywise.
Well, you know what? Because 11's been training. 11's been training.
11 badass.
So I'm gonna go with my girl.
And she a kid too? Shit, right? Nah, Pennywise about to eat her ass up.
There you go.
She a goner.
And these kids have literally aged out of their roles. They're in their 20s now. She's she's married, and she just adopted a kid.
Yeah, she ain't. You ain't even hearing from her no more. She ain't even a kid no more. She got a kid. Yeah. But I mean, it's crazy because you see it and you know that it has to end. But another thing I like about it is these shows are ending in good times. They're not going to season 10 and nah, bro. You don't need all that shit, bro. 5 seasons, call it quits. 5 seasons, put it all in it. Call it quits. Tell a story, close a story. I don't need to see it get so far that you got to change all the fucking characters in it because they can't do it no more. Like,
they're changing it faster than the scripts can. They're changing, and like nature is changing them faster than the scripts can.
For real.
Because they're growing up in front of our faces. So.
They really are, and there's nothing you can even do about it to stop it. But listen, so we can continue because I know we got a bunch of movies we want to talk about today. Welcome to DERY. The first 4 episodes so far. Let me clear the board here. I'm going to give it Welcome to DERY. Now, y'all know it's very hard to give me a 10 or anything like that. So if I'm close to 10, that's speaking a lot. But here we go. As far as right now, Welcome to DERY is going to get a big old 7. Yeah.
Okay. That's
pretty
fair.
good. That's pretty
fair.
good in my world. Yeah. I would say the dialogue, the characters, everything about it. I like the kids who are playing the characters. You know, the kind of they're doing a lot of good explaining, and it's not boring. I haven't came across a boring episode yet.
All right.
So I'm gonna give it a 7 so far, and then we'll see how it wraps up. But Kyle, let me give you the floor for a minute. Tell me something, because I'm gonna have to look up what you're looking for. But what's something that you watch, man? You know I'm gonna have to look it up.
Oh man, okay, all right. So I realized, I watch a lot of anime, and I don't add it to my watch list when I'm here. So I say, you know what? I'm a nerd out today.
Yes,
I'm just gonna go ahead and nerd out completely. And one thing I'm gonna have you search for, it's called Tajima Wants to Be a Kamen Rider.
Holy shit!
I need you to look that one up.
Wants to be. Come on, Google.
Wants to be a Kamen Rider spelled.
Oh yeah, Kamen Rider. Okay, I got you.
Yep.
All right, so this is deep anime.
It just came. It really only just came out. This season. The manga's been out for a minute, but this is like some brand new stuff. It's crazy.
Got you. Okay. So all right. So give us a scoop.
Yeah. So basically, you got Tajima. He is a kid who is a fan of a classic Japanese action show called Kamen Rider. Now, Kamen Rider, some of us in the States know of it as remember Masked Rider, when they tried to give us Masked Rider back in the 90s?
Man, no, that sounds familiar though.
Yeah, the same people that gave us Power Rangers tried to give us a version of Kamen Rider. And
I know what you're talking about with the boggle eyes. Yeah, I do remember that. He was in an episode of Power Rangers.
He was.
Yeah, I remember that kid.
That was basically like his introductory pilot episode right there.
Got you. Okay.
So I had to use that deep cut to explain what's going on. So
look, here's a picture of him right here.
Right. So this guy, he is a fan of this original show. This show came out in the 1970s. He watched reruns as a kid, and he said one day he's gonna be a Kamen Rider. Because he just he wants to help save the planet from the from the evil that plagues it. You know what I'm saying? And then one day he wakes up and he's 40 years old. Right? He's like, when is it gonna be my turn? He's having a freaking midlife crisis. Right? He's been training all his life to be a Kamen Rider. It never happens. He knows that it's a TV show, but he knows certain elements of it are real. And come to find out one day after wrestling a bear, after wrestling a bear, he does find out that the evil organization of the TV show, known as Shocker, exists. Right? So now he's like, okay, they do exist. They're robbing corner stores. They're scaring people. What the heck? What should I do? And little does he know, some other people feel the exact same way he does. So now he's playing vigilante, right? But he's got the strength to back it up. He's got none of the powers. He's the regular dude, but he's done a lot of training
and stuff. Okay.
So he's mad strong. And then him and a bunch of other people he will meet along the way have the same goal, right? Because Shocker exists, and Shocker's no joke. So it is bizarre. They get up all your faces with the animation. It's all in all ridiculous.
Yeah,
but that's
is it like so with animes? I know anime can go two ways. They can go to real kiddie stuff, or it can go like hardcore. Like, hey, listen, there's a blade. It's gonna slice. You're gonna see the blood splash, and the blood splash is flying out of his arm or whatever.
Oh yeah.
So how is it? Like, was it graphic or is it?
It can get fun. It can get funny graphic. There is blood. There is punching. All that stuff, right? But they have to keep it to a certain level because that also depends on what time of day it comes on, right?
Gotcha. Okay.
Like regulations are different than what they were back in the 90s and 2000s. But there is a lot of like bizarre faces, and you do see people get punched the heck out. All that, all this stuff, crazy, music and everything. They make sure stuff is all up in the camera, and there's fan service. It's all all there.
Wait, I see some big titties.
Yeah,
all right, big titties. All right, big titties. I might have to watch it.
There is that. There is that too, because another vigilante.
Big old titties.
Another woman who becomes a vigilante, basically trained by her father after watching the same show around the same time. She decides to become a hero herself, and sometimes she forgets that when she changes her suit, she's in public. And
that's the best part so far.
And
for me.
they turned that into like a gimmick for her.
Oh yeah, I bet they did.
Oh, and also she's a
little
teacher.
Horny little guys. Oh, and she of course, with the little school outfit on.
And also she's a teacher. No, she's dressed up professional. She's dressed up professional. But when she gets
she's not.
But when she gets out there, and she's got her her stuff on her at all times. So yeah. So. Right. It's bizarre.
That sounds pretty cool, actually. I remember that from when I was watching Power Rangers and stuff like that. So Kyle, what would you honestly, out of what you've seen so far, how many seasons has it been, or is it in so far?
It is like right now I'm watching the dub of it. It's got about 8 episodes out right now, like 7 or 8 episodes out right now. I'm on episode 6. So
what would you give it so far from a rating?
7.5.
7.5. Okay, right in the same realm.
Yeah, a nice 7.5. I can't give it a like a score yet until the first season's done. But it is so bizarre that I love it. And as a Kamen Rider fan myself, not a big one, but I'm getting more and more into it. So and plus the show's still on till this day. So you know.
Well, that's cool. Yeah, I mean, listen, bro. I had somebody who was talking about the DC Universe stuff again. They were, I think, as a matter of fact, Steady was. Yeah. And Steady and Troy, they were rating their favorite DC animes. Yeah. And it just made me realize, like, that's where I like really got into anime, when I was watching like the DC movies or even the Marvel movies and stuff like that or whatever. That's where I really got into it. So every time I hear about stuff,
Watch Ninja Batman.
I saw that. I didn't check that out yet. I didn't watch it yet, but I did see that that's out. That's like one of the.
You will have a great time. Yeah. With Ninja Batman and Ninja Batman 2. I'm just saying.
Yeah, because sometimes they miss me, bro. Like when they came out with that whole Batman, he's trying to find what's his name, Jack the Ripper and all that shit. I'm like, get the fuck out of here.
Gotham by Gaslight.
Mixing it with real life things and all that. Well, fuck that, man. That's
Batman. They do that in the comics all the time.
I know. Back in the day, shit used to have it. I mean, it started with like World War II and War in One or whatever. So they used to have all that engagement. But yeah, I'm not really into that shit. But all right, so let's go. So you gave us Tojima wants to be a Kamen Rider. Got you there. All right, so my next on my list, I've been watching a bunch of movies, and I was actually trying to remember the ones that I was watching. But one of the ones that I watched recently was NOVICANE. Now, I don't know if you guys remember this. This came out this year. Yeah, man, and not for nothing, but I was really surprised at this movie. First of all, it was on a day where I was literally just sitting back. I didn't do nothing. I wanted to just check out movies that I haven't watched. And this one just popped in, and I wasn't going to watch it. But I'm actually glad I did, because I thought it was going to be one of those it's just too stupid movies to where it's like not anything. But it actually was pretty good, bro. And if you don't know, let me pull it up. The guy in it, he's the guy that plays whatever his name is in The Boys. He's the actor Dennis Quaid. This is his son who plays the lead in this movie. And it's about a guy who basically he was born with like this deficiency where he can't feel pain. For whatever reason, he can't feel any type of pain. So one of the things that he was brought up, his mom and everything, they brought him up to basically, never do anything too violent, because they were always scared. Like, oh man, I can't even eat hard foods because I don't want to bite through my tongue and not know, so I have to take everything super easy.
Mm-hmm.
And then, of course, he meets a girl, and the girl sets him up for all this shit.
Oh boy!
And next thing you know, he's like this superhero guy. He's over there running around and doing all this stuff, whatever, and taking blows to the face and getting shot and getting stabbed and all this other stuff, whatever. And it doesn't even faze him. He doesn't even care. And the premise is interesting, but the concept just seems so dumb that I didn't want to watch it. But it actually is a really fun watch, yo. It's one of those things like you were saying earlier, Kyle. Like, even though I don't like the phrase either. Just turn your brain off and watch. It's like you have to kind of. Because it's just like, even like, how they kind of set up the the girl and him, and there's a little bit of like a twist and stuff like that in the movie. The dialogue's pretty good, but it's back to that. It's just like step by step by step. Like you can kind of see it as it goes. But it was a fun watch, yo. So as far as NOVICANE, if you aren't really doing nothing and you see it pop up on your screen, give it a watch. Your boy Brian B. I'm gonna give it. I think a 4 is efficient enough. I think a 4 is efficient. Go ahead, get some sleep, bro. I'll wake you up when it's time to go. My son's going to Florida, man, and I know I'm handling it right now, but
why is he going by himself?
No, he's got a whole bunch of stuff he's doing.
Okay.
So, but yeah, I miss my guy.
You gonna miss him? Oh.
Yeah, I miss my little guy. So when you have kids, man, you can't stand them when they're around, but as soon as they're about to leave, man, it's like a whole nother war. Whole nother world. But yeah, NOVICANE was really good, man. It was really good, but it was just kind of it was a whatever watch. I wasn't like super into it. But Kyle, enough of that about that. Let's go. What you got, bro? You got any more that you've been checking out since we've been on break?
Oh yeah, I got another one. It's another anime action fantasy right here. Okay, it's called May I Ask One Final Thing.
Why are these names so long?
Oh, these ain't even the longest ones.
Is that the longest ones?
No, these ain't even the longest. But dude, nope.
Yeah, that's very colorful.
One of these days, I'm really gonna nerd out on you, and you're gonna be like, dude, you gotta stop with these long freaking titles.
Fucking whole book.
Oh man, but may I ask one final thing? So here you have basically think of like an Elizabethan kind of like world where you got like the rich. It's like the rich versus the poor, super rich versus the super rich versus the poor, right? And you have you have a noble lady, or at least they want her to be a noble lady. Her name is Scarlet. Okay. Right? They want her to be trained and learn to be a proper lady from the time she was like 8 years old. One day when you first meet her, she just got dumped, right? When you first meet her, she gets dumped on.
Sleep. Get some sleep. Get some sleep.
Aw.
Kids all going to bed.
Dad of the year over here. I love it.
I
love it. I know I love it. Anyway, so the main character here is named Scarlet, and when you first meet her, she just got dumped in the middle of a huge ball, right? They're having a huge party. You see a bunch of politicians and freaking nobles and blah blah blah. And she just got dumped by the dude who was going to be betrothed to her. Come to find out, the guy is a total jerk. Right?
Off.
From the time they were kids, because they were betrothed from the time that they were kids. She didn't like him. From the time they were kids, she was treated as basically his doormat, right? But she was already known for kicking people's heads in, right? She's like a fighter? Yeah, she had a reputation for fighting because she loved to whoop butt. I'm paraphrasing, But one of her passions is giving people whoopings who deserve it.
Yeah, she got a damn mace over here. She
will put on the studded gloves, and she will go to town on your face if you treating somebody a certain way. But because But because her family is nobility and marrying into his family would up the status, they're like, you got to be a proper lady. You got to do what he says. He's basically verbally abusing her, and she just got to take it until they're about 17 years old. He he just has the balls to dump her in a public place and announce his new engagement to somebody else that starts rumors about her. And she's like, okay, you know what? F everybody in this room. I didn't like any of y'all anyway. So goes to town on him and then goes on a crusade to free slaves. Right? It
sounds very interesting. Let me tell you this. I wouldn't get any of that from these pictures that they got.
The way yeah, because she is not what everyone would call, at least in this time frame, a proper lady. Everywhere she goes, she has some sort of nickname because she's always getting into fights. She's always getting into fights, or fights is one thing. She always wins. It's not even just a fight. She's like, look, my knuckles are itching to whoop someone's butt. That's basically
gotcha.
You know,
well, she's a badass. All right. So what would you give this one if you had to rate this one? You gave the last one a 7. Let me ask first. How far are you into this?
I am about 6 episodes in. I am 6 episodes in. There is currently about, I believe, 10 or 12. Right, and I love.
So these are fairly new.
Yes. Okay. Both of them came out this season. Both of them came out just very recently, and I am and I like myself a mix of action. I love slice of life. I love romance. I love stuff like that. But she, my thing with her is she sees injustice happening. She doesn't just sit there. Yeah, she knows where she is. She knows where time she's in. But that don't mean she got to take it. You know, and I love that.
Yeah, sounds interesting. All right, so what would you rate it?
Right now, I gotta give it a 7.9, almost an 8.
Oh, almost 8. Okay, so this is higher. So you like this one more than the other one you're watching?
I like both, but you know what it is. I like a protagonist with this type of goal. Yeah. The other one is very imaginative, but you have to ride the delusion. Here,
gotcha,
here she's literally freeing enslaved people. Gotcha. So that to me gives it a up.
Well, that sounds good, bro. Yeah, listen, I don't know too much. Like I said, I like to follow different things because I am one of them type of people to where I like a new experience. I like to be surprised by something new. So if I hear about something and I catch it, it's nothing like when you start watching a show and you're like, man, I'm into this. And especially when you can't watch the whole thing right away, you have to step away and you're like, man, I can't wait to watch this show when I get done. Yeah. There's that excitement, you know what I mean? So I love looking for that. That's what I'm actually going to be looking for, in a little while because I just finished Stranger Things again. But but that's what's up. I'm glad that they got these new cartoons that's coming out.
I had one in mind for you. In mind for you.
What you got? Hit me with it.
It's called Go Go Loser Ranger.
Go Go Loser Ranger?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're just making this shit up in the bathroom.
Well, remember, these are translated and or localized titles.
Go Loser. Oh, this looks like the other one. the last Coleman guy.
Yeah, kind of. Yeah. But what that is it's a world where the Super Sentai or the Power Rangers, they exist. But
oh shit, okay.
Yeah. A Power Ranger team does exist. They're known for helping, right? But there's also some theatrics. So there was a deal made between an alien race and the Rangers. As long as they did like a stage show, doing the heroes versus the villains every so often to please the masses, then they'll leave them alone. So imagine, but something goes awry. So imagine if one of Rita's henchmen or one of Rita's putties from the Power Rangers decides, you know what, I ain't taking this stuff anymore, and he decides to sneak into the organization and become a Ranger himself.
Okay. And that's what this guy did. Is this the bad guy right here?
He's so sick of getting beat. Like they're all like, here's the thing. They all look like badass Rangers, right?
Yeah.
But they all got a problem. Like they're all kind of psycho, you know? So it's very, you know, so it's kind of backwards. What if the Power Rangers weren't the heroes you thought they were, you know?
Ah, okay. So it's like telling a different. Okay. Yes. I mean, that does sound pretty interesting. How so is this a new series also?
This has been out for a minute now. It's 2 seasons in.
Gotcha. Okay.
It's 2 seasons in. I got to give it like for the comedy alone, I got to give it an 8. And
oh yes. Okay. So you went straight on top of this one.
And it is really like, and I think because it hit the nostalgia for me, but it also made me think of like, okay, so what if the Power Rangers were evil? Like, just saying, like, what if they weren't always the good guys?
Yo, listen, that's a good point too, because that's what a lot of these movies and stuff are doing lately. If you notice, like, it started out with like, they had like Winnie the Pooh and this and that or whatever, but they're making, I think they have one coming out for Wizard of Oz as well. Like, what if it was like an evil thing? Some of them are, I'm not that great, to be honest with you, but
no, they're doing
interesting concepts.
They just had one for Popeye too. Like,
yeah, Popeye, Mickey Mouse,
Mickey Mouse, Bambi's getting a revenge film.
That's atrocious. You should be fired from your job if you write some bullshit like that.
But it's just, I think they're doing it because number one, it's fun and it's easy, and these are public domain characters now, so anybody can do it with them. You know what I'm saying? Yeah,
for sure.
You could do whatever you wanted with any one of these characters, as long as you don't do what came before. You gotta do something different. You know.
Well, listen, Kyle. This has been a fun review show. It's been fun to get back. It was a lot of fun. B-Line, we're actually going to wrap up a little earlier today. I do got to take my son. I did forget. I got to get a couple of things together for him before I got to get wrapped up. So we are going to miss out on the top 5 tonight, but we will get back into it. And I'm just glad that we were able to get back in here, give you guys some of the watch list, and have great conversation. We are going to be back every single week. To my knowledge, of course, it's the holidays and stuff, so we'll be working around times.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, we're definitely back rocking and rolling, man. Kyle, it's been awesome talking this stuff, man. I can't wait to see the new things that are coming out. We're of course going to do a wrap up the end of the year show, talk about some of our favorite things that we've watched, some of our favorite episodes that we've done. I think that's going to be a lot of fun too. And then kind of go from there, bro. But you got anything in closing before we wrap up tonight?
Oh yeah. New episodes of the A for Able podcast are coming very soon. In the meantime, in between time, please check out the other shows I'm involved in. Check out the Tea and Cornbread podcast. We've been really steady grinding. Like last couple of weeks, it's been 2 episodes a week. Plus a bunch of shorts talking a lot about health and wellness. So check that out, as well as the Run It Back CT podcast, talking about basketball history from my town of Waterbury, Connecticut, my city.
Oh, okay, that's what's up.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Yes, the sports podcast. I've been seeing a lot of guys that are coming on, kind of talking about sports. I know Brandon from the Straight Through the Ropes, like he talks about a lot of sports stuff on his shows as well. Mm-hmm. I'm glad to see people are still like engaging, man. It's a lot of fun stuff going on. I love doing this, and I'm glad people are still having a good time. Yep. But B-Line, listen, we are going to be back next Tuesday, with an all new episode of the B-Line Web Show. And then, of course, Straight Through the Ropes, as well as the B-Line Entertainment Show. We will have a food episode next week, getting everybody ready to be hungry for Thanksgiving. Mm-hmm. And we're going to continue from there. But until then, stay true, stay positive, pay attention, baby. And we'll be back next week, guys. Kyle, have a great night, bro.
You too, bro.
Peace. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed that episode, make sure you head on over to the B-Line Entertainment LLC YouTube channel, where we have so much more for you. We have the B-Line Web Show on Tuesday nights, as well as Straight Through the Ropes Wrestle Talk on Wednesdays, and of course, the B-Line Entertainment Show on Thursday night. Join us and make sure that you hit that like, hit that share, and of course, subscribe with that bell button for the notifications, so you can make sure you're getting all the great content from the B-Line Entertainment LLC. Let's go!